Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing a video using whatever products I feel like because it's been a while since I just dove back into my collection. I feel like I have so much makeup that I don't want to spend money to buy new stuff, so I'm just going to dig down into some things and maybe you'll have some of the same items that I do in this video and you can follow along or find similar products and follow along, create a similar look anyway. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get into the video. Before we get too far in, make sure you click the subscribe button and don't miss out on future content. Alright, so first I'm going in with the Revolution, Makeup Revolution London Baking Oil. This says Hydrate and Prep for Flawless Makeup Application. I've had this for a while, but I have never used it. I don't even think I bought this. I'm pretty sure it was a freebie thing, like I bought something else, Makeup Revolution, maybe the Emily Edits palette, and it was like if you bought a certain amount, then you got some items free, and I'm pretty sure this is one of them. So I'm not going to drop it on my face because I feel like that's going to make a mess. I'm just going to take a little in my hand here and kind of, see, as someone with oily skin, I can tell right away I don't love the feeling of this because it is very like greasy, oily feeling. Like, yeah, I'm sure it will hydrate everything, but maybe a little too much for somebody that's got an oily complexion like I do. We'll see. Sometimes I do like kind of like dewy moisturizing products if I know I'm using like a super matte foundation, like borderline too matte, because it can kind of balance it out. But I put like not even a full dropper in, and you can see how wet my hand is. Like it's too much product, so I guess I'm going to try to use that as a little hand lotion here because I don't know what else to do with it, and I don't want to like uber grease up my face, although it's looking pretty shiny right now. So again, it says hydrating, so I think we've achieved that. We'll see how it looks when we get the foundation on. Today I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation in shade Nude Ivory. I have not used this in a while. I still hate the applicator. Haven't changed my mind. Not a fan of it. I will not become a fan of it, but it is what it is and I have it. I'm not going to waste it. It's not the worst foundation I've ever tried in my life. Just going to take my little It Cosmetics brush and blend that out. Curious to see how or if this is going to blend over this oil base. It's like a literal oil slick. I mean, it looks okay so far. I think I got a little too much foundation here. Yeah, I have found lately I've been trying to use as little foundation as possible. It just helps it look less cakey and more skin-like, but I think I applied a little bit too much, so I'll try to distribute it here, but may have to layer it just to use it all. It's okay. There's usually a couple spots where I have some like acne scarring and things coming through that I can use a little bit of a second coat anyway, like a little bit right there. And I'll just press an extra layer on those specific spots. Am I looking a little Caspery? I think I'm looking a little Caspery. Is the shade like slightly... My goodness, did I like actually somewhat get a tan? The shade is a little light for me now. Maybe. The only time I've really been outside in months is when we went with the kids to band camp. So we were definitely outside for that. Maybe I did get a very teeny slight amount of sun. I don't know. It's okay. It's not so bad that it's nothing we can't fix with bronzer. Yeah, see, now I feel like with that, I look like I have no eyebrows slightly, like they're somewhat blocked out. Okay, sorry. With this baking oil, I might try like literally one drop next time because that was it. I'm too loomy, I need to powder. I'm just gonna go in with a little mini puff here. This one I got from BH Cosmetics and some of my Coty Airspun powder. Still hate the scent of this, but you know, it sets okay. But I will say this is not one that is really good for under the eyes. It does make you pretty crepe-like under there, so I would avoid your under eye with this one if you can help. I tried to take my foundation all the way up under my eyes so I wouldn't have to deal too much with concealer, so I'm not going to dip back in the powder to set under my eyes. You probably just saw I used whatever was left from the sides of my face. And I've been liking this puff lately because I feel like it just stays better if I press it into the skin with this versus before I was using just like a really loose big powder brush and kind of swirling the powder on top of the skin. But I've been liking this puff to kind of like press it into the skin. I don't know if it makes a difference, but I feel like it does, and isn't that what matters? Placebo effect. It's fine if it makes you feel better, right? Anywho, I'm going to go ahead and put on a little bit of eyeshadow primer. I'm just using the CoverGirl Lid Lock-Up. And then I'm going to go in with the NYX Fill and Fluff. If you saw my last video, no, not my last video. What video was that? My drugstore video. I talked about how I like this product if I fluff and then fill and not the other way around the way the title suggests. If you haven't seen that video yet, it's about all my drugstore makeup favorites. I'll link that in the little description box below if you're interested in checking out some really good drugstore finds. I was going to use my little Essence brow and lash gel to set that, but it seems to have rolled away or something. It's lost at the moment. It's somewhere in front of me that I can't see it, so I'm just going to use this Femme Couture Perfect Arch Clear Brow Gel instead. This is from Sally Beauty. We're going to do a little bronzing. So I'm using this tiny little Ulta. It says blush, but there's actually a blush and a bronzer in there. Maybe that's a blush for somebody, this shade over here, but for me, it's a bronzer, okay? Because I'm pale, so, and I've only used this Cherry Blossom, I think once, but it's got, hopefully you can see, some shimmer in there that I'm interested in. And I'm going to use my Morphe Jeffree Star JS3 for y'all on my bronzer. I need to wash my brushes, you guys. I even bought, where is it? I even bought a little e.l.f. I don't even know where it is. A little like silicone pad that you can like swirl on it. Haven't used it. Haven't touched it. Really need to. I think part of the reason I haven't used this in a while, and tell me if this happens with you guys too, but I have my makeup organized by like categories. And so this was in the blushes, but I didn't even realize or remember that there was a bronzer in here. So I like this shade. It's really subtle, but I kind of forgot it was in there because it was with the blushes and not the bronzers. But then if I put it in with the bronzers, then I'm probably going to forget about the blush. So it's just like, I don't know. I don't know what the solution is, but I'm using it now. I'm going to have to maybe leave this out and use it for a few days because I'm feeling it. I'm telling you. It's a really nice bronzer, matte bronzer formula. No shimmer. Been using the shimmer LA Colors a lot just to try to finish that off for my project pan, but kind of need to mix it up a little. There's the Luxie 504 Angled Blush. By the way, that bronzer is shade Walnut. I'm not sure if you can get this from Ulta now or not, but if you are looking for the matte bronzer, it's in shade Walnut, and then this blush is in shade Cherry Blossom. This is, once again, not one of those little face palettes that I purchased. It's one of those where Ulta was like, hey, buy something from the Ulta Beauty collection and we'll give you this free. And they give you like a little bag with makeup and things in it for free, and this was one of them. Because I know most of you are like me and you like free stuff because obviously like it's free, okay? And it's cute, it works. So check it out. But I'm pretty sure I've only used this like once before, this little blush thing. I need to use it more because it's nice. Look at that. It's just like a nice little sheen and flush. Very natural. Love it. All right. So we're going to go for the eyes. I pulled out today the Morphe and Manny MUA Glam Palette. I think I've used this once. Maybe. I got it because it was so darn cheap. I think it was originally 20 bucks. And I think I even got it on sale, like cheaper than that. I don't remember 100%, but this is still for sale that you can get if you are interested in that. So let's go in with a Morphe M433, and I'm just gonna take Dust Cloud up here and make sure that my eyeshadow primer is set. The base is set so it's not too sticky and tacky, and all the shadows will blend nicely on top of it. So super great nude neutral everyday palette. I think that's why I haven't pulled it out too much, because I do have an Ulta Beauty brand kind of nude everyday, leaning towards autumn-ish colors palette that is on my Project Pan that I've been working through. So I've been trying to use that as kind of my everyday and not this guy, but great palette, love it. Great affordable price. Not only do you get the 36912 eyeshadows, but these two over here are actually highlighters. So, and they're not either of the shades that I already had of Morphe highlighters, so I really like those. What do I want to do? I was going to go Sophie. You know, I'm going to mix them. I was going to go Sophie, but then Fire Witch caught my eye, so I'm going to mix them. So, Sophie is this kind of like cool brown down here. I'm going to tap in both and kind of mix it with Fire Witch, which is this more like reddish, brownish kind of color. So I'm just going to mix on the same brush here and stick that into my crease. Yeah, I like that. That's nice. That's very nice. I like that. Okay, and let's go. So indecisive today, you guys. Let's go a little Zaya just on the outer corner. Zaya is the name of one of Manny's dogs. I love that he has a shade named after him. Pretty sure it's a him, the dog. And I haven't used this shade yet, but I'm really curious about this Aries shade down here. It's metallic. I think it's like a greeny brown shift, but I'm going to put that on my lid. I'm using my finger because a lot of times these metallics work better with your finger. Sometimes a wet brush. Yeah, so it's like a green / brown kind of duochrome. It's really pretty. It's like just exciting enough to not be boring for a neutral palette, but it's still not so crazy wild out there that you're like, are you trying to wear that every day? What's happening? So I think that's really nice. I'm not sure if the camera is picking up how duochrome it is between the brown and the green, but it's really nice. The only problem is then you have to have like a towel or something because you have like the excess from your finger that you rubbed. So I usually keep a little towel in my room across here so I can wipe my fingers as I'm, you know, painting my face. Sometimes literally painting my face. So that's Aries, and I don't think I want to go in with eyeliner like separately, but I think I'm going to use a little shadow for eyeliner. I'm going to use the darkest shade here, Howl, and switching brushes to an M508, and I'm just going to press that along the lash line to give us a little fake eyeliner here. Smoke it out as I go, so it's not like a precise sharp liner line, just kind of like a smoky liner. I'm gonna make it slightly thicker on the outer third. See there? The difference between this one without Howl and this one with Howl. Just gives it a nice little extra dimension. Been going really light on the actual eyeliner lately. I find the less eyeliner I have, the more I can let my natural lashes shine. And I really feel like I do have pretty good natural lashes, so I enjoy letting them show and shine through. Yeah, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. I like it. I'm gonna take a little loose brush here, wipe away any fallout, but there's really not too much on that palette, luckily. And let's see, what do I want? What do I want? We're going to go Morphe M152. I'm going to take that same Boy Next Door and Fire Witch that I mixed before and just go a little bit on the lower lash line just to try to tie things together here. Lovely. And let's find a highlighter brush. This one will do. This is the Morphe Jeffree Star JS4. She's getting a little raggedy. Once again, I think I need to wash some of these. Maybe that will help them. But they're also like a year old now. Wesley got me this Jeffree Star set for my birthday last year. And we've got Apollo and Nova for our two highlighter shades. They look very similar. Nova is slightly pinkier and Apollo is slightly more gold. I've seen Manny do this on his channel a lot of times when he uses his palette, so I just dip, sorry, you probably can't see that. I just dip like back and forth between the two and kind of mix them, the same as I did with the Boy Next Door and Firewitch eyeshadows. And then we're just gonna put a little bit here on the high points. You know what? Pause. What am I doing? I like to do setting spray first because your skin being slightly wet makes the highlighter just a little bit more. So this is the Milani Make It Last setting spray. This was also in that drugstore favorites video that I have linked down below. Ooh, there it is. Yeah, just need that little bit of moisture to really make it pop. You see that? So nice. I really like the Morphe highlighter formula, you guys. It's very nice. It's one of the better, less chunky formulas I have found. I don't think it emphasizes texture too much. I mean, a little, but that's, I mean, any highlighter really does for me. Just, I have textured skin. It is what it is. What I mean by that is like any bump, nook, cranny here that I have, it probably doesn't show up on camera, but in person you can see them, but it just is what it is. I'm willing to deal with it for the glow. So that is that palette. Love it. Okay. What are we missing? We need a lip and mascara. I think that's it. Let's grab those. All right, we're gonna curl our lashes because, hello, it's been my obsession lately and my lashes look amazing when I do it. Focusing the curler on the outer third because that's where my lashes specifically droop, but you know, could be different for everyone. Maybe you have amazing lashes and you don't even need to curl them. I'm so jealous if you do. But for me, I find this is a necessity. I kind of wonder how my lashes would do if I got, like, you can get procedures. I mean, I say procedure, treatment, I don't know what the word is. You can get like a lash lift. I don't really think I would need the lash tint because I do wear mascara, but I kind of wonder how a lash lift would go. Like if it would work, how long it would last. This is the Ulta Beauty Ultimate Lashes Multitasking Mascara. I did use this recently, but I just love it, okay? So I'm using it again. Sorry, that was pretty aggressive. I didn't mean to get that aggressive to you all. But it just looks so good. Look at it. Oh my goodness. It just separates so well. Like my lashes look so... I feel like I could just like get whatever I wanted with these eyelashes. I'm telling you. Just get my way with whatever my heart desired. That's how a mascara should make you feel, in my opinion. Like you're just like, am I being extra today? Yeah, probably, but you know, isn't that why you watch me? It's entertaining, right? I think I'm gonna skip bottom lash mascara. Usually if I have like a more smoky, lower eyeshadow, then I feel like I need the mascara on the bottom so it doesn't look as low as it is, but I went pretty neutral on the lower lash line today, so I think I'm just gonna stick with top lash mascara. Like, look, tell me you can't see the difference between this is the eye with the mascara. I'm like tilting so you can see this is the eye without. I feel like the blink tells it. I don't know. Maybe it just shows up more in person. I promise you, it's like night and day. It's like one of those mascaras that like, yes, it's obvious that you're wearing makeup, but also it's not like crusty, clumpy, like, I don't know. Do you know what I'm talking about? Am I making any sense, or is this just, you know, a 20-minute video of me rambling and making no sense whatsoever? Because it's totally possible. It's totally possible that's what I'm doing right now, but I need you to tell me. So type down in the comments below and tell me, do I make any sense, or am I literally just rambling in a like quarantine haze right now? I don't know. I've been out of the house a little bit more for work lately, so I feel like I'm not totally losing my mind, just mostly. All right, lips. Let's peruse here. What lip do we want today? You know what? I know exactly what I want. Okay, I've been loving this lately. This is from e.l.f. And this is their Flexi Slick. It's kind of like a gloss, but thicker. Like it comes off, it wears off like a gloss when you eat, but it looks so good. This one's in shade Slush. It's this cute, tiny little mini thing. But I really like the applicator, like the shape of it for your lip and everything. It looks like a regular doe foot, but somehow it's like fatter. I don't know if that makes sense. It's like thicker and meatier, and I don't know. I feel like it fits my lips perfectly, so that's what I'm using. It's like a nice neutral, kind of semi-worn tone pinky shade. It feels very moisturizing, honestly. All right, so there is the final look. So I hope you all enjoyed this look of me using whatever the heck I felt like in my collection. That's probably what you should do too. I know things are somewhat back to normal, but I don't know, I just feel like not spending a lot of money right now. I don't know about you all, but I'm still probably going to make an Ulta trip soon just because I can't resist myself. Also, hello, gift cards, Ulta points. I'm not going to spend that much money if I do go because that's how I roll. But anyway, I'm going to stop rambling now. Thank you so much for making it to the end of the video. If you haven't already, please click that like button. Subscribe to my channel. I upload new content every Sunday and Wednesday, and I hope to see you on the next one. Bye.